Hi guys, Kurt here. What I wanted to do is just give you a quick review of the helmets that I've used over the last 12 years. I want to start with the CLIM because I purchased this a couple of years ago. It's been the most expensive helmet so far that I've bought, but I don't use it. I find it extremely noisy. I wear earplugs and they just don't seem to work, and I use industrial strength earplugs. I use them on all my helmets whenever I'm riding. I just like to have that block out of the wind noise on my ears, so I do use earplugs and industrial ones I buy from the hardware store, and they seem to work. But with the CLIM, they're just not working, so I don't use this helmet. But when I was using it, the thing that I do really like about it though is I like the transition lens. Except for really good during the day, especially in Australia, we have really bright sun, and when it got to night time though, I find everything was just really dark, and if you go through shadowing and it's coming on night time, yeah, I'd often just have to I'll just push my visor up and put some clear glasses on. So, you know, I really tried to, because obviously I paid for it and I really wanted to use it. But it just got, yeah, I couldn't continue on. And aside from that, it's also made in China. Whether that's anything to do with the quality of the foam or whatever it is, but yeah, it's a shame because that was quite expensive, and I just don't use it. The helmet that I started with was the Arai XD4. I absolutely loved this helmet at the time. I did it well over 100,000 kilometres in this helmet, off-road in Australia, riding in sometimes, you know, a lot of dust. And I just found this helmet to be really good. It was good pricing at the time. It was probably more at the top end of the scale. But I just found it to be a really good helmet. It's handmade in Japan. I put a comms unit on it. But I just found over time the inserts here would just start to fall apart, and it just got old. But that's what happens. You do 100,000 kilometres in a helmet and you're taking it off and on all the time. You can't expect it, you know. I wouldn't expect that of Arai to, you know, to keep it all together. But I think they're a great helmet, and probably still are a great helmet today. Probably a little bit on the heavier side, but that's my take on the Arai. I actually really did get a lot of use out of this helmet, and I feel like I got value for money. So that takes me to my next helmet, the helmet that I had in between the Arai and the CLIM. It's the Nex XD1. I absolutely love this helmet. It's comfortable, it's light. I've put my camera on the front. I've actually made my own little battery attachment to run my GoPro while I'm filming, so my batteries don't go flat and I don't have to keep changing them. This is really a nice helmet to wear. It's got built-in comms, which I really like. Another feature is this sun visor. That is so good. I'll be riding along and you know, it's a bit overcast, and then we come into sunlight and you just flick that down. Absolutely love that feature. This helmet is super quiet. Just flick that down, even with my little strap going through here where the GoPro strap goes over my helmet here. That's my setup. I don't know, but it's just, the noise still doesn't get through. But I do wear earplugs with it though, so like with all my helmets, like I said earlier. But this helmet is great. It's got good ventilation, my comms, my that. It's got a pin lock if you want to put the anti-fog pin lock in there. Yeah, and it seems to be holding together pretty well. It's, you know, it's getting a bit old. You know, I've had to push it back in quite a few times, but you know, I've put wires and things up inside there to get my mic inside my helmet. And it's got this extension at the top. It pushes just the visor out that much more. So I don't know what's going on, why they're not selling these in Australia anymore. But if somebody has an answer for me, I'd love to hear it, because I'd probably get another one. If I have to get another new helmet and they're not selling these, I'd probably go out into the market and have a good look. There's a few new ones coming out. But anyway, guys, what I thought I'd do is I'll just share with you the helmets that I've bought and my personal experiences with them over the last 12 years of adventure riding. I've probably done in Australia well over close to 300,000 kilometres in my helmets. Yeah, and it's unfortunate that the CLIM is on the shelf because I paid a lot of money for that. But that's just my personal experience. Remember, it's maybe not for everyone. And I love my XD4 Arai, but absolutely love this Nex. No longer available. All right, I'll see you on the next video.